There was a great rancher, and he owned a mammoth big ranch way in the northern part of Colorado near the mountain section. And on this certain ranch, the owner or the caretaker, what we call there the top, the foreman, he had about 5 daughters. They were all beautiful women, young, single. And there was a little lady there, which was a cousin to these girls that her father and mother had both deceased. And she was brought over there to live with her uncle. And those girls, they wasn't those fancy type of frilly frocks, you know, and they just took this poor little girl and they just treated her like she was some animal. All the hard work poured right on her. She washed the dishes, she cleaned up, she fixed the bunks, she had to do it all. And they just stayed around with polished fingernails and manicure, the stuff on their lips and all fixed up, you know, just prissy. When they heard that from Chicago, the big packing company who owned the outfit, his young single son was coming to visit the ranch. Oh, did they dike out in good clothes? And did they dress and make ready for his coming? And each night the conversation would be, they were going to dance this young man and marry him, they would own the ranch themselves, for the son would fall heir to all. So they made themselves ready. Of course, that poor little cousin, that reminds me of an offcast somewhere. You can appreciate her. She was a beautiful woman, but oh my, she was a nice little girl, but she was not even considered among them, not as a relative, not even considered. So the poor little fellow just went ahead working, and when the young man arrived, they didn't know it, but he come looking for a wife. And as this boy looked upon him, he was disheartened. And that night they were having something on the order. In them days, it's been long ago, they called it Charleston, which is just like a rock and roll. And they were going to throw one of those big parties. Many of you people remember that old Charleston dance they did back when I was a kid, when I was out there. But this boy was sick of that stuff. He was hunting for a real girl. So he sipped out other party.
Good evening. Don't be afraid of me. I want to tell you something. I come out here for one purpose. I come out to find a wife. I've been watching you, and I've found that you are a virtuous woman. I am so sick and tired of that fancy going on in the city. I find a character in you that they don't have. I want a wife with character. You just meet that specification. Will you marry me?
Of course I would, but I'm not worthy.
Don't think of that. I'm not looking for clothes and things. Now, you make yourself ready. 1 year from this night, I'll be back to get you. Will you marry me?
All years she worked, slaved, and saved her little 75 cents of clothes they give her for her wages a day. And she was saving up her money to buy her wedding gown, to make everything ready. Oh, that was all her thought, make it ready. And she has made herself ready. She got her clothes, her wedding clothes, while her cousins laughed at her and made fun of her. She dressed herself in her wedding garment, got all ready and cleaned up, and her little cousins come around and bowed by her and said, "Well, you silly little thing. Why, you know he didn't mean that. He wouldn't speak to or marry a girl like you." But she made herself ready anyhow. So come along late in the evening and they began to mock and make fun of her. She stood right at the door waiting anyhow. And so he said, "What time did he say he'd be here?" He said he didn't say. But said he told me tonight that he gave me the engagement ring. He said he told me it would be about 1 year from now. Therefore, I've got an hour left. Amen. Just kept waiting. I got 1 hour left. 30 minutes left. 10 minutes left. And they laughed and made fun of her, called her everything. They said, "You poor little ignorant fool. Why, you know that man didn't mean that." And isn't that just exactly what they say today? How could a bunch of holy rollers, a bunch of people who hardly can write their own names, how would they ever be the church? How would a group like that ever be? But that's just all right. When we got engaged and felt that the throttle kiss of Jesus Christ on our heart to take away our sins, something tells us that He's coming back again. Just stand by. Someday He'll come back. But finally, right at that crucial hour, they heard the sand turning under the wheels. The horses are coming. What a thing it was to see that little bride had made herself ready, jump out of the door and round through the rose-covered trellis out there to fly into the arms of the man that she loved and to be her husband, to pick her up and like that and be married and ride away. Some of these days, brother, those who are making fun and saying holy roller and Pentecostal and things like that, we're awaiting. We still got a little time. It's all, there's no difference what it ever was. Don't worry. We got a little time left. At that moment that He promised, He'll be here. Some of these days He'll take a flight and go away. Just be ready. Keep the wedding garment on. Keep all cruel out of your heart. Everything. Listen now to the scripture, read here. "Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to Him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come, and His wife has made herself ready." Get it? "And to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen, clean and white, for the fine linen is the righteousness of saints." Praise be to God. "And He said unto me, Right blessed are they which are called to the marriage supper of the Lamb. And He said unto me, These are the true sayings of God." So there's going to be a meeting in the air one of these days. In a sweet, sweet by and by. Just stay ready. Keep yourself ready. Purge your heart from all evil thinking. Have faith in God no matter how dark it looks and how many laughs and make fun and say you've made a mistake. Keep right on living holy and living for God. Just keep moving on. The hour will arrive.